This is a tour of my home studio. Now I just want to say this is a demo studio, so it's not meant to be professional recordings or anything like that. This is just so that as a songwriter, I can get my ideas out as quickly and efficiently as possible. I forgot that I'm supposed to tell you that I play in a band and I do the songwriting, and this is where I demo for our albums. They have views and listens in the millions. This is the equipment I use to make these records. I'll tell you what I think I wasted money on and what I think were actually good purchases. Let's get into it. So starting with the desk itself, I got this big standing desk, nothing crazy. I literally never stand it up. And then I built this riser so that I could kind of sneak my keyboard under there and give me more space on the desktop itself. For the interface, I used a Scarlett 18i. I got this thing probably almost 10 years ago. I've had no reason to update it. And just ignore this thing. This is for color grading. This is a video tool. You guys don't need to know about that. And that's going into a 2021 16-inch MacBook Pro, which I then put into this 4K monitor. I know it's kind of sketchy the way this is sitting here, but I'm not an influencer, so I don't care how it looks. For the monitors, I'm using BX5s that I have on stands. They're fine. I mean, I've had them probably about 8 years and I had one issue, I had it repaired. And I feel like once you're used to mixing on your own monitors, that'll make a huge difference as opposed to just getting nice ones that you don't know how to mix on. I love this mouse because it has a nice quiet click. I've got this cheap M Audio keyboard. It works fine. It's nice being able to just hide that away and keep this surface nice and, nice and clean. This keyboard is stupid. I got it a while ago. You can't change the colors, they just change on their own. If you have a PC, you can set them, but you can't on a Mac. This keyboard was dumb, and it was expensive, and I wasted money on it, and there was no reason that I should have this. Pretty disorganized, but I just keep all my SSDs just kind of chilling there. I swap them out when I need to, and I keep all my VSTs and audio and plugins and everything on this hard drive that stays plugged in. If I'm working on different projects, I swap these out, but this stays plugged in pretty much all the time. Now for my mic, I use a Rode NT1. This thing is awesome. It's cheap, it's effective, it gets the job done. 99% of the time, you won't notice if you're demoing with this or like a wicked expensive mic. The sound you get from this is just so flexible, you can do a lot with it. For home demos, it's perfect. You don't need to spend a ton on a good microphone when this one exists. Now with this mic, I did get the nice arm that has been completely worth it. As far as the workflow, being able just to kind of move it around wherever you need. I mean, if you're tracking acoustic instruments, you want to eliminate all the friction. So if you're taking forever to move your mic around, readjust your mic stand, whatever, that's gonna cut into your demo time and that's gonna like break your creative flow. So that's why I do recommend getting, I don't remember what the arm is called, but it's the Rode arm. It was expensive and I do think it was worth the money. And yeah, I have awful cable management. Now another thing that is huge as far as like getting rid of friction is this chair. Check it out, check it out. What do you notice? The fact that the arms move is huge. How many times you've been sitting at your desk and you're sitting on the front of the chair, you're all uncomfortable? No. Pop the arms up. You can sit at your desk and record. To me, that has been the biggest luxury, is just having these stupid arms be able to move. Now, before I had the Rode NT1, I was just using a shotgun mic, which is right here. This is a Sennheiser MKE 600. In my other job, I'm a filmmaker, which is why I have all this video equipment and lighting and mics. This is your typical boom stand. So I had this for doing documentary type stuff. I used to just use this for my demos, for everything, for vocals, for all the instruments. It worked fine. I had no reason to get another mic, but I think you all get it when I say you just get bored with equipment and you just want new stuff. 99% of the time, none of us need new stuff, but shiny objects are tempting. I get it. I am happy with having a mic that's better for music production, but so the only use this gets, sometimes I'll do YouTube videos with it, and then the occasion when I'm on a documentary type shoot. Usually when I'm doing client work, I just use this lav mic. If I had to sell anything, I probably would sell that. I don't get that much use out of it, but it is cool to have. This thing, I'm pretty sure is like a dining hutch. I had it under my TV, but I got that from my parents' house and it obviously looks a lot nicer. So I moved this in here so I could kind of have like another desk space. I had this lamp on my desk when I was a kid, so it feels nostalgic to like have it in my office now. But yeah, I just use this for storage, and then whenever I have to do like, I don't know, fixing stuff, like if I'm doing a guitar setup or something, I've got this nice little station, I got this nice little area. You run out of desk space easily. I use this vase to store all my like tin whistles and flutes and shit like that. Started learning Irish flute. It's fucking hard. Native American flute. Now, I used to have a TV here, so stuff's kind of in weird places, but I got my mandolin up there, I got a bouzouki, got your wolf tone scarf that my auntie gave me. My buddy's a combat medic in Ukraine, he sent me that. This is one of my favorite albums, Rumjacks. It's a band not too many people know about. I was in Dublin right after Shane MacGowan died, so I got this newspaper at a bar. I like to just fill this room with other musical stuff. This was my hardcore band in high school, Kraken. This was a 7-inch we did. This is a Rumjacks leather album cover binding that we did. Up here's my MVP plaque. MVP of the high school track team. I was a long jumper, triple jumper, pole vaulter. Now, coming over here, we've got some guitars. This is a custom build that I bought probably in like 2012, and then I've completely rebuilt it. But it actually sounds pretty good. This was like a whole project. It's coming along. It's not perfect. I do not have the right tuning pegs on here, but it sounds fine. And my good guitar is in Massachusetts right now. Then we got this absolutely bitchin' Schechter bass. I fucking love this thing. I mean, just look at the grain of this wood. Like, this thing is awesome. Put these new pickups in it, these like EMG Les Claypools. Yeah, Schechter's a good bass. So this is the guitar I play on stage. It is a Martin X series. I just bought a Taylor that I'm leaving in Europe, so I have one in the US, one in Europe. I think I like the sound of the Martin better. I don't know. When they're plugged in, they just sound so different, but I don't know. I love this thing. I gotta get it repaired. The entire face is coming off of the body, so I just have it duct taped together. Then I got a cheap 5-string banjo that we used on the last record. And then no home studio is complete without a pawn shop guitar. This old Yamaha is sick. I don't know if it'll sound good like with the lav mic, but. Then of course we've got another custom Rumjacks record. We did this one with Flatfoot 56, it was a split. And then I've got some Polish Army World War II medals and Australian World War II medal. Speaking of World War II, my grandfather's brother, my great uncle, brought this home from the war. And then up top we've got Frank Pepe's, you gotta represent New Haven. Oh yeah, by the way, that's what that flag is. That flag is Connecticut. That's where I grew up mostly. I've got this accordion from 1929. Then I've got some of the records I made throughout the years. Hestia, Mickey Rickshaw Home and Song, Brass for Gold. This is my jacket in high school. I don't know, it's just kind of funny, so I just leave it here. Then this closet is a mess. It's kind of just where I throw stuff. Now, I feel like for a home studio, this is pretty minimal. I know it's easy to go crazy with shiny object syndrome and keep buying new stuff, but the whole reason for having a home studio for demoing is so that you can remember what you wrote. If you're trying to do this professionally, you will eventually go into a big, real recording studio. So the whole point of the home demoing studio is so that you can write quickly and efficiently and kind of shape your song to what you're imagining in your head. But the two pieces of equipment that have given me the most results out of all this stuff is a guitar and the Memos app. If I'm by myself and I'm watching TV at night, I usually have a guitar in my lap. It probably says something about my attention span. However, when I'm sitting there, I'm always just kind of playing something. Even today, I'm just sitting on the couch and this like 50s doo-wop chorus melody kind of came into my head. So I was like, all right, let's record it. I probably won't use this for anything, but I honestly think it's a sick chorus. Lonely Friday, walking the byway, all the winds they blow didn't blow my way. Lonely Friday, walking the byway. I don't know what that is. I don't know what I'll do with it. Doesn't sound like anything I've ever written, but I honestly think it's kind of cool. So having all the rest of the home demoing stuff is so that your ideas can also get written down and recorded. Now I could do an entire video alone just on plugins. Maybe I'll do that in the future, but I'm gonna keep that out of this one because the world of plugins is crazy. A lot of people are getting your money. A lot of people are moving to subscription models. There's a lot to talk about there. But anyway, this has been my home studio tour. Try to keep this place minimal while still feeling like a fun, creative environment. But I don't know, we're all winging it.